guys. Welcome to the Gianni Battici YouTube show. Hope you guys are well. How are we all? How are we feeling? It's I can never say this word. Penultimate. It's the penultimate game week of the season. So yeah, how we doing? Are we going risky? Are we going safe? Are we taking hits? I personally well, I'll show you my team in just a second. Thanks, Jordan. Thanks, Jason. Nice to see all of you here. FPL Mackham is in the house as well. Rowena Mackham says, not only Haaland's hurt, but you need a -8, -4 to get him in. You've gone this far, Mackham. It's almost worth just going Foden, De Bruyne, Gvardiol. I don't know. Maybe going without. Guarov's in. I bought Chelsea players for the double. Nice. Cucurella's in demand. Obviously, the midfielders of Palmer, the likes. Look, I would say the likes of Madueke are a great punt. Oh, first super chatting. Thank you very much for supporting the channel with your super chats, guys. Should I swap White to Trippier, guys? I don't think Trippier is starting 2 games. I personally wouldn't be making that move. You might get 1 start. We've got the clean sheet odds on screen. Newcastle 27% likely to keep a clean sheet in their first game, 14% in the next. They're not great clean sheet odds. I know Trippier's great, but he ain't starting 2, I don't think. He's been out for a while. Breakfast is done. Yes. I'd keep Ben White. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Yeah, absolutely. Good morning. Triple. I've sold Maguire, guys. I'm going to show you in just a second who I've sold Maguire for. I'll reveal my team in just a sec. I made a transfer last night. Maguire was sold. Triple Arsenal defense is big, but I get it, Vitali. You've got no Newcastle, Tottenham, Chelsea, Man City spot. I was the same. So the only double game week option I had was Brighton. Maybe that's where I went. Maybe that's where I won. John says he's got 14 doublers with White, 2 free transfers. Should I roll? Yeah, you're good, John. Roll. John, that's nice. That's pretty much where I'm at. I've got 14 doublers. I'm cool with that. And then I get 2 free transfers next week. Best Maguire and share replacements. I mean, go within Newcastle. If you have the 2 Newcastle spots available, the likes of Burn and Livramento, I think are great options. New channel member. Guys, anyone that becomes a channel member will have all their questions answered. So you don't even need super chat. So T Balcon, thank you so much for being a member. If you want to become a member, you can click the word join, you can sign up to Ultras or Squad. And when I see channel members like Gucci, I bring them up in the chat every single time. Am I the only person not to bench boost? I hate it. Oh, Gucci, you'll be fine, mate. Do you know what? The bench boost usually underwhelms. I would go so far as to say the bench boost is the worst chip, the one we care way too much about, and actually it usually has very little end product. If we were comparing the bench boost to a player, it's Darwin Núñez. Offers so much, but actually often you're a little bit underwhelmed. Poor old Darwin. You guys know I love a Darwin. Guys, thank you for joining, by the way. If you fancy doing me a massive favor and hitting those buttons, hit the like button. But also, if you're wondering why you can't add your comment to the chat, you need to be subscribed. So please do subscribe as well. I'd love some subscribes this morning. End of the season, no one seems to subscribe. Rowena's in the house. Still didn't get Richarlison update. I would suggest he's injured. The quote seems like it's a new injury picked up yesterday morning. Sammy chasing 20 points. Yeah. Tough. T. Balcon, thank you so much for signing up. Do you think Walker to Gvardiol is a sideways transfer? Yeah, probably. Unless you've got transfers to burn. Look, Gvardiol is better than Walker. I just don't know if that's big enough to justify using one of your precious transfers. I'd think next week having 2 in the bank could be better. Guys, should we see my team? This is how I'm set. This is how I'm set. Guys, this is a public service announcement. Make sure if you're planning on using your bench boost chip, you've actually hit the bench boost active button. Honestly, I know people that engaged managers that have made that mistake. Hit that button. Lalex is in. Would you start Nori or Gusto this week? I don't know. Gusto's not starting both. I'd be tempted to start Nori or sell to a Cucurella. Do you think Stacker will start? Yeah, I do think Stacker will be fine. I do think Livramento starts as well, guys. Loads asking about Livramento. I think he'll be fine. Trippier and Livramento can play in the same team, remember? Lewis Hall's been playing left back. We could see Livra playing there. Free hit today or next week. I have the same starting team as you, but I would be free hitting this week, Drew, I think. Kunal, yeah, it is. It is still a rumor. Kunal, there's no little emoji by your name. Channel members should have an emoji. The Richarlison injury is still a rumor, though, isn't it? Yeah, it is. And it's a rumor, but it's been confirmed by the Brazil national team. Like, that's more than just a rumor for me. That's press conference quotes. That's my thought. Yeah, thanks, Mackham. Exactly right. You do need a Jackson blank, though, don't you? Guys, thanks for joining me. Get your questions in. This stream is all about you guys. I aim to answer as many questions as I can. Obviously, the more relevant questions for the masses are the ones I bring up because I don't want to bore everyone else. So try and keep your questions short. Any channel member questions are always prioritized. Obviously, super chats too. Veltman, let me just talk. I'm just going to ignore the questions for a sec because I did buy Veltman last night. And there's a school of thought to go, why the hell did Gianni do this? Is he bonkers? So I couldn't buy a double game weaker other than a Brighton player because I own triple everyone else. The single game week options of Arsenal were too expensive. And Arsenal were the only single game week team I like. Everton are another. Branthwaite was an option. Branthwaite has a single game week. This works for a lot of your questions, like Maguire replacement. So Branthwaite is a good option. He's got Sheffield United at home, good chance of a clean sheet, always carries goal threat. But I just am going for the guys that might get lucky with an extra goal or an assist or a goal or an assist because they're playing 180 minutes. So the Brighton defenders of Igor, Webster, and Veltman. There's very, very, very little to split the three. It's very difficult with De Zerbi to guess which of the three will play both games. And I think Veltman has slightly higher chances of starting both games. That's because at the moment he's the only fit right back. Lamptey is back possibly in the squad, but won't be starting games. I don't think in 37. We could see a Lamptey starting 38. And Veltman's been one of their best defenders this season. Dunk, if you can afford him, is clearly the best option. I could afford Dunk. I just didn't want to go there because I want to save the money for next week. Nori to Guardiola seems like a nice move. Yeah, Charlie, I'd make that. I'm going Song captain. Think he'll go big. Yeah, I mean, look, guys, there is a poll for those that want to vote about Bruno. Do you own him? But let's do a captaincy poll now, shall we? So let's close this poll and start a new one. So let's go. Hang on, let's go. Okay. If you don't own Haaland, who do you capt? This is if you don't own Haaland, who do you cap? Do you go KDB? Do you go Foden? Do you go Son? Or another good option is Isak. I haven't put Cole Palmer in there. 2 away games for Palmer. Get voting. Guys, if you fancy hitting that subscribe button, that'd be amazing. Subscribes would be so, so cool. Thank you so much for the super chat. OP Talent. -4 Muniz to Jackson. I get it. And Gusto to Livramento. Yeah. Yeah. Can you go Burn or can you not afford Burn? I'm guessing you're a slightly shorter Burn. Burn is obviously a bit safer for minutes than Livramento. Keep Madison or -8. And you go Muniz to Jackson. Gusto to Van der Ven. Yes. And then you can go Madison to Gordon. Okay. I'd go aggressive with the -8. I like that. I know it's a -8. I don't feel overly comfortable with Madison being nailed in terms of minutes. Van der Ven's a legit option. Gordon has more upside than Livramento or a Newcastle defender. Of course he does. Gordon's records in the Brighton fixture for Gordon's really nice. You just don't know what Brighton are going to turn up. Jake says triple captain Haaland. Damster, what about if not tripled up on Newcastle and Chelsea for the Maguire replacement? Cucurella, I wouldn't go Liverpool. Yeah, Cucurella, Damster. That's what I mean. That's who I own. Solanke to Wilson is risky, but Wilson is leaving and he's going to get some minutes. According to Dean, Wilson is leaving. So yeah, Gary, I don't mind that. Have you been checking in with Az for Brighton tips? I actually haven't. No, I haven't. I should have. I've not had time this week. Guys, shall I? I'm just seeing. Should I give away? Oh, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I'm going to be able to give away some channel memberships this morning. Let's see. If we get a good amount of subscribers, I might be able to give away some channel memberships, depending on my allowance. YouTube only give you 10 each month to give away. You can't change it. But yeah, please hit the like button, but also subscribe to the channel. Loads of lurkers there. No, I can see you all. I can see you all. Maguire to Webster's going to be fairly popular, yeah. Good team, my GR. FPL Guns is in the house. Guns, how you looking? Ali won FPL last year. This is FPL Guns. Go check him out on social. He won FPL last year. And the best bit about his story, I say this all the time, he finished 215th the year before. He's not had a good season. He's chasing. Ali, who are your picks this week? What direction are you heading in? I know you've still got your bench boost. Playing it in 38 just feels too risky for me, man, because the 38 bench boost, you might only get 12, 13 appearances because there's always surprise selections, especially, I mean, mainly from the middling teams who you won't be very well invested in, but you do get those random ones where managers go, I'm going to let the kids play, or I'm going to try a new system, or he can have his summer break early because he's off to the Euros and we've got nothing to play for, whatever. Maguire to Veltman, says T. Balcon, or Branthwaite. I mean, I've gone Veltman. They're both good options. Bench 2 of Gabriel, White 8, Nori, Trent, Tarkowski this week. I'd be benching 8 Nori and Tarkowski, I think. Gucci. Or I'd split the odds with Arsenal defence. No, I'd start. 8 Nori's going to concede. Palace are flying. I'd 8 Nori and White, I'll say. Webster isn't now. Not for 2. No, you're right, FPL Giant. Sub and like. Thanks, Ofcore. Yes, Ali. I was hoping you were going to say that. KDB captain. Oh. Bernardo Silva, eh? I mean, he'll get 2 starts. You never know with Bernardo. Why do you make vids so rarely? Edgar. End of the season. I'll be back making lots of videos pre-season. I expect 3 videos a week pre-season. Okay. Also, I have other commitments. I do have a day job, and I do stuff on Chasing Green Arrows and Fantasy Football Scout. Me and Ali are streaming tomorrow morning on Scout. Michael's in the house. Hope Italy was good. Yeah, man. Thank you. Were you following my vids on Instagram? Loads of Italy content on my Instagram for the last couple of days. I landed last night on Bench Boost using free transfers on Bradley to Romero. Great shout. I do think Spurs could keep a clean this week. I mean, it's Spurs. You never know. Yeah, Michael, you look good. I wouldn't go Tarkowski or Munoz personally. I'd go Romero. Yeah, I could have put YouTube only lets you put 4 in the poll, and I think these 4 I would have all above Palmer. Palmer would be my 5th choice outside of Haaland. So far, 43% of you are saying you'd captain Isak. So do hit that poll and let us know you'd captain Isak if you didn't have Haaland. Yeah, Gianni is on the beach. Should I sell Share for Cucurella or Chalobah? Cucurella's a bit safer. Giovanni, hey, mate. I went to just outside of Lucca. I was in Tuscany. Oh, Palmer's a great pick. Yeah. Look, no one's saying Palmer's not a good pick. I love Cole Palmer. I think I bought Palmer at 5 million. I was an early adopter. Palmer's amazing. Yeah. Spurs, look, predicting a Spurs clean sheet is tough. It's very unlikely to happen. When we look at clean sheet odds for Spurs, let's look at these two fixtures, right? This is from Rob T, the graphic. Check him out on social. 28% likely against Burnley, 28% likely, and 7% likely against Man City. They're only 35% likely to keep a clean sheet. To put that into perspective, 35% likely to keep a clean sheet over both games. Arsenal were 34% likely to keep a clean sheet in one. Let's have a look at Everton. They're 38% likely to keep a clean sheet in one. But by going for the defenders, even the ones that could concede goals, you do have double the odds of getting bonus points, a goal, an assist. And I know you don't get many goals and assists from these defenders we're talking about, but you just might get lucky. You know, once a season, a Veltman or a Webster's gonna score, you'd hope. Let's have a look. Goal scoring so far this season from Brighton players, from Brighton defenders. This is an example to use. Let's have a look. How many? Yeah, I bet. I mean, Webster's barely played, so we won't have one. I bet Dunk's had a couple of goals this season. He always seems to. So Dunk has scored 3 goals. Shall we look at Igor? I don't think he scored. No, Igor, no goal, no assist. Webster, it'll be the same because he's not played. Let's have a look at Veltman. Ooh, he's had an assist. Whoa, he's had an assist. But if I look back in the last 3 seasons, Veltman has had a goal and an assist in each of the last 3 seasons. And wow, he's finished on 96, 95, and 95 points. It's unbelievably consistent. 1 goal, 1 assist in each of those seasons. That is unbelievably consistent. This is my final deadline stream of the season because next week I'm on Sky Sports News on the Sunday. And guys, remember, all 10 games kick off at the same time. Yeah, pretty cool. And with that, we're going to get a ton of leaks. Thank you, guys. A few of you just subscribed. If you fancy hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel, that'd be amazing. Really cool, Luca. And yeah, Training C was great. Who for 8? Nori. No Chelsea, Man City, Arsenal, Newcastle, or keeping 2. Yeah, keep 2 free transfers, man. 2 free transfers for 38 would be great. Yeah, of course, I think I'm with you. Sparta's in the house. I have triple Arsenal defense. I want to get an Arsenal midfielder. Should go Romero or save money and get Van der Ven and roll next game week. Yeah, always save if you can, Jake. Go Van der Ven and roll, I think. Bruno Maguire to Madueke Munoz. Don't mind that. Don't mind that. Madueke is a really fun punt. If you don't have 3 Chelsea or 3 Newcastle or 3 City, you should be trying to get there, in my opinion. They should be your priority teams. Per in from -4 means not starting Gabriel. No, Edgar. No. You're overthinking it. Gabriel could easily outscore Porro this game week, guys. So from -4, that feels bonkers. Also, in game week 38, who is the better fixture? Gabriel. Gary's with us. Yeah, FPL captain. I like it. Bruno out, Odegaard in. I prefer Havertz, but yeah. Llewellyn says, which 3 would you replace him with on bench boost? Yeah, I mean, I'd look at Newcastle, Chelsea, and Man City defenders, Llewellyn. Final deadline stream with Gianni. Yeah. Good man, of course. How are you getting on with the vulture sitting? The buzzard sitting? You're looking after someone's mansion and feeding their buzzards, aren't you? That is how much I know about my mods. I can tell you where Off-Core is right now and what he's doing. He's sat on the sofa in a mansion, house sitting for some bloke that was a big fan of his artwork, and he's feeding their buzzards. Couldn't make it up. Couldn't make. Oh, Damster's back in. Thank you, Damster, channel member. Would you do Pedro due to injury risk to Wilson? Yeah, João Pedro is very likely to miss out, I think. I would. Yeah, I would. My current rank is 46k. 46k. Top 10k feels unlikely, doesn't it? But this week could be big. This week could be big. I'd need something special in 38, though, wouldn't I? Probably have to bet against a big man in 38, Erling Haaland. Goalkeeper besides Petrovic from max 4.7. Oh, Anana's 5. You can't go to a Newcastle defender. You can't go Edison. That's a tough one. I mean, Petrovic is the best option. Raya, isn't he around that? Or is he 4.8? Anana or Vicario already have Porro. Probably Vicario still. Scene says, sell White, Dallo, Havertz or Garnacho to fund Jackson. Ooh. I would be sacrificing Dallo. You can't sell Havertz or White. Gary's in. He hoped this week is awesome for all players on a Sunday. Yeah, exactly, Gary. Come on. Saka injury news, nothing so far. I think he'll be fine. Bruno, again, no updates yet, but I think he'll be fine. Guys, the early kickoff today is where we're going to get team leaks. We know that because it's Man City. So we're going to wait, and at 10:45 in half an hour's time, or in the next 20 minutes or so, we're going to probably get some Man City news. We'll bring you it. Don't expect news outside. Excuse me, from the leakers outside of Man City. Like, we're worrying about Bruno, he plays Sunday. We're worrying about Saka, he plays Sunday. No, you just got to make your bed. I think both will be fine, to be honest. But Man City, early kickoff today. Early kickoff Man City. And we know City are one of the teams where we get leaks. So, yeah, you just got to go. I think I'm just messaging my channel members. Both play Sunday. Yeah, both playing Sunday. We will get the City leaks. We will get the City leaks. Gordon or Jackson to bench. Ouch. Ouch. Do you really have to bench one of them, Miran? Oh. No, I can't. I don't think I can answer that question. Yeah, Richarlison's out. Confirmed by the Brazil team. Another injury. Yeah, bench boost if you can, everyone. Don't be saving your chips till next week, guys. Next week could be fun for a free hit or a triple captain, but not bench boost. It's just not a good chip for 38. There's too many surprise benchings next week. Oh, Jordan. Don't love that move, mate. João Pedro to Welbeck. Oh, I would go... Yeah, I'd go Welbeck. Double the chances of getting lucky. No, but we will get Man City news. Just strap yourself in. We've got 40 minutes to go. Hello, Finn. How are you, mate? White to burn, -4. Nope. Nope. Giving you my honest opinion on all these questions, guys. Just, you know, guys, I'm going to do some extra content. Channel members get extra videos, right? And I'm going to do extra content in the summer. Going to do some Euro stuff, going to do transfer stuff. So if you want to be a member, $2.99 a month, hit the join button under the screen. Is Wilson fit? Yeah, I think Wilson is fit in training. Isak is not on pens, right? Yeah, I mean, Isak misses. I'd expect when on the pitch, Wilson to take it. Keep those questions coming in. Remember, any channel members will have priority in the questions. Also, our mods, like, off call, you've always got priority, mate, if you've got any questions. If you could choose one among KDB or Foden, KDB. If money weren't an issue, KDB. Money's always an issue in FPL, though, isn't it? And Foden is better value, but KDB for me, I'd go for the last couple of weeks. I think Bruno will be fine. I think Trippier. I triple captain Son, Joseph. Why not? Why not? Trippier will play and will feature. He ain't starting both games, in my opinion. Bruno, I think, will start both. Should I transfer out Bruno for Son for free? Yes. Regardless of his injury. Guys, let's do comments in the chat. Which midfielder scores the most points this week? I'm going to kick us off. Which midfielder scores us the most points this week? Let me know. I'll bring them up. We want weird and wacky as well as genuine. I reckon it's going to be someone random, actually. I'm going to go KDB, but, it could be like randomly you're like, oh, Jacob Murphy. Like... Madison, or Madison. I think we've had a member sign up. Leaky live streams. Thank you so much for being a YouTube member. Leaky live streams. If you've got any questions, get them in the chat. I'll answer all channel member questions. Yeah, Gordon Murphy. I did go Veltman over Webster. Yeah, slightly more chance, I think, of 2 starts. Pascal Gross. Havertz the song from -4. No. Imagine if Odegaard gets 20 points. Elanga, KDB, or Madueke. Yes, it's going to be someone random. Yeah, Elanga. Is Saka definitely out? No. Why is everyone saying Saka's out? No, Saka's not out. Saka is fine. Saka is very likely fine. Adingra, yeah, it's going to be someone random. Okay, it won't be Sterling because he's not starting. I'm loving these guesses, though. All right. Okay, this is fun. Shall we do a... Okay, there's some good guesses here. Is it worthwhile captain? Is who worthwhile captain? KDB, yeah. I like, from those guesses, I like, in terms of random names, but also actually could get the most points. I like the Madueke, and I like the Pascal Gross shouts the best, I think. I also quite like my Jacob Murphy. All right, let's do the same. Yeah, Rodri. Imagine Rodri. Yeah. Oh, Sarah. I like that too. Salah. I really want Salah next week, guys. That is why I'm not buying Lewis Dunk this week. That's why I've bought Veltman to try. We will get some City news, not just yet. Defenders. Who's going to be the defender that gets the most points? Remember, well, get them in. Get them in. Defender that gets most points this week, I'm going to go. I actually think Dan Burn has got a chance. I think we could see 2 Newcastle clean sheets. Yeah. Gvardiol would be an obvious one. Thiago Silva. Will he start both Thiago Silva? I'm not sure. A lot will like the Gvardiol idea. Porro. No clean sheet, but he will get attacking returns. I like that, Damster. Romero. Yeah, look, those back in Spurs defenders are brave because I don't see a Spurs clean sheet necessarily, but maybe that doesn't matter, does it? Trippier, no chance. He ain't getting many minutes, Trippier, I don't think. Surely Trippier isn't starting both games. Is he? I doubt it. I doubt it. Robertson, yeah, in a single game week against Villa. Chalobah with another goal. Barco, FPL discomfort. I did quite a bit of research on Brighton defenders last night. And look, Barco is weird and wonderful, but there's no way, Kieran, he's starting both games. I just can't see it. Look, you never know with De Zerbi. What we do know about De Zerbi with midweek fixtures is he likes to rotate, which is why I ended up on Veltman, because I think we could see a centre-back partnership of Dunk, Webster for one game and Dunk, Igor for the next. And when Igor plays it, we Barco left back. And I just hope Veltman plays right back twice. You could see Pascal Gross at right back, inverted. You could see Lamptey make an appearance. No way, the FPL Juice show. Watching live with you, eyebrows on point today. Amazing. Thanks, mate. My eyebrows get far too much attention for someone that doesn't really do much with, like, people think like I pluck my eyebrows, people think that I groom them. Honestly, these eyebrows are just al natural. That's so long as well. Like if I like do that, honestly, one hair is like that long. If I was to pull a hair out, which I can't just get one, I need tweezers for that. I have to comb them. Before I go on TV, they actually comb them. I've even had one makeup artist put some product in them, like hairspray type stuff to keep them down. It's outrageous. Anyway, back to the point from FPL Juice. Team North are a one-man team without Jockey. Oh, who's to say we don't have Jockey? I would actually go so far to say Team North's best player, a man and the player of the match last season, was Rion in the middle of the park. Anyway, enough about my eyebrows. Feremi says, Netta to Pope Wilson Garnacho. No, I'd be keeping Saka, Feremi. I'd be keeping Saka. Ooh, I don't like the idea of selling Saka. Arjit, thank you for your super chat. -4 hit for Regalon, Shaw to Veltman. Oh, FPL Juice doing more generous stuff. Don't like it, but gives me additional time. Yeah, but not from -4. Arjit, I wouldn't make that move. Thanks so much, FPL Juice. Who won the membership? No way. I think the most Italian man in the stream, Giovanni Di Bendetti. Giovanni Di Bandetti, who's been in since the start, asked me where I was last week in Italy, has won the membership. That is awesome. FPL Juice, thank you. Guys, if you're not already following or subscribing to FPL Juice, genuinely make sure you make that happen. FPL Juice do incredible things. They've got a live studio set up. They stream every week. They get all sorts of guests from all around the community. I can't recommend FPL Juice enough. Click on their page and hit the subscribe button for me, will you? Whilst you're there, if you're not already subscribed to me, what are you doing? Michele Martello. Martello. Oh, I like that. Respect my Italian name. There you go. I think Bruno will be playing who to get instead of Richarlison after his injury. Modi, in capital letters, shouting at me. Punt on a Madueke. Thanks for subscribing, guys. Oh, look at this. All the Italians are coming out. Yves Filippucci's come in with a £5 something. I don't even know what that is. Is that just like, is it your birthday? It's got 1 next to it. Well, if it is your birthday, happy birthday. If you're just gifting it because it's, I don't know, the first super in a live stream. Oh, it's your first ever super chat. Amazing. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. Yves Filippucci, if you've got any questions, let me know. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Who's your team? Turkish lira. There we go. So maybe Yves is in Turkey. I'm rubbish with currencies. Rubbish with currencies. Oh, it was Daniel's birthday yesterday. Lovely content. Thanks, Dan. Many happy returns. Hope you've had a good weekend. If you're in England and your name suggests you might be, you've had some good weather, haven't you? Happy birthday, mate. Daniel Ralph says, will KDB get many minutes and is he worth putting the armband on? Daniel, he will start both games, in my opinion. He'll start both games. I think he's worth a punt if you don't want to go Haaland. Yeah, Pedro, I wouldn't bank on it. In Gusto minutes, you're not going to get 2 starts from Gusto, guys. I'd actually sell Gusto, I think. Also, Reece James is back, baby. Reece James game week 38 punt. Maybe. Because maybe you... Dubravka Pope, steer clear. They could get a game each. Madueke over Cucurella, definitely. Captain shout the way Chelsea are playing right now. Yeah, Chelsea are scoring goals. Is Filippucci. Here we go with his Turkish lira donation. He's based in Turkey. A quick one. Pedro to Mateta, right? Havertz, free in game week 38, yeah. Or Pedro to Welbeck. Ooh. That question is kind of could be rephrased to, would you prefer Mateta or Welbeck -4? And I think I would say I'd prefer Mateta. Yeah, I think just Mateta option. He just got player of the season at Palace, Mateta, at their end of season awards the other day. Dallo to Burn or roll a transfer next week. Yet Dallo to Burn is a great move this week. Do it. Dubravka to Pickford, 1 free transfer. Probably just hope Dubravka features in one of them, I think. Oh, no, maybe I'd make that move, Josh. I haven't played FPL Challenge, no, in a few weeks. I started. I'll pick it back up. It's just been a busy few weeks. Wilson and Madueke. Burn to Trippier? Absolutely not, Dora. No. Burn will get more minutes than Trips. And you don't be using a transfer on that. Personally, I don't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. How are we doing on our... Oh, Sigurd just signed up. Oh, no. Yeah, he's become a... Yeah, okay. It tells me when you're... I'm still getting used to all this membership platform stuff. Guys, if you want to know more about memberships, there's info on the screen. Extra content from me with memberships. All members get the extra vids. Squad tier, $2.99 a month. Bench Gordon or N. Nicholas Jackson. Oh, Sigurd, that's such a hard one. Someone asked that earlier. I actually can't answer that question. I really struggle with that one. Nicholas Jackson, so hot right now, and Gordon, no. Is there not an alternative? What game do you think will have the most goals? Let's put it to you lot. Guys, hit me with a fixture that you think will have the most goals this game week. I think... No, let's rephrase it. Which team scores the most goals in the double? Which team scores the most in the double? I'm going to go rogue here, and I'm actually going to say I think this team scores the most goals in the double. I think Newcastle. Guys, we just had a question about my mini league from FPL Worm. Bottom of the screen. Mini league is on the bottom of the screen on the ticker. Oh, you're all going with Newcastle. Okay, Gucci. Yeah, Chelsea got a chance. Newcastle. Jake's gone City, and the bookies would say City. FPL Worm thinks City as well. Interesting. Is there any love for Spurs? I'm finding that interesting. No one has gone Spurs. They play Burnley. That is a high... I do think Newcastle, but my second choice was Spurs. No. Who scores the most goals this game week? Yeah, in terms of fixture, Arsenal against United could be big. Newcastle against United could be big. I think... Sorry. Say hello to Pirlo. Arsenal. Yeah. Okay. I think if we did who concedes the most this game week, we would all say Man United. So we're not even going to bother with that one. In terms of clean sheet odds and stuff, this graphic from Rob T is good. The team projected to score the most in any given game is Spurs. They're the only team on 3 projected goals. Man City in the early kickoff, 2.85. The lowest clean sheet odds all week in a single game is Fulham to get a clean sheet against Man City and Man United to get a clean sheet against Arsenal. Yeah, hay fever, man. I would start Saka over Havertz just because of pens. I think it is Mackham, isn't it? I think it is. Did we get to... Did we ever get to a good amount of subs? I would love if a few of you fancy hitting those buttons. We've got loads of lurkers, and I'm seeing new faces like Jacob and Modi, NK. If you're not already subscribed, I know you guys are because you're in the chat, but there's people watching that are wondering why they can't add their comment. You've got to click subscribe, and then you can add any comment you want. And I will answer as many as I can. Would you go with Pickford or Vicario? I think Vicario. Do you often get recognised at football matches? A bit, yeah. Mainly overseas. At the World Cup in Qatar, I got asked for selfies quite a bit, which was quite cool. The hardcore football audience are the only audience that would ever know me, right? So, yeah, internationally at football games is where I'm most likely to be recognised. Like I was last recognised in England at Wembley. But I don't go to the supermarket and get people come up to me asking for photos. Of course I don't. But it's pretty cool. Samani's free hitting Vardy and Wilson versus Foden and Burn. Foden and Burn for me, mate. Yeah, you knew I'd say that too, didn't you? Garnacho or Johnson? I'd go Brennan. Well, given the Richarlison news, I'd go Brennan. Sonny the armband. Burnley is a prime fixture. I get that, real one. I get that. Fair enough, man. I've got 103 point lead in mini leagues. You reckon they will catch me without Haaland? They're worth. Oh, Mackham. 103 point lead is huge. Mackham, if you're playing just for mini league success and the player that can hurt you most is Haaland, get Haaland in. No, sometimes you've got to go defensive to win mini leagues. I remember once on the final day of the season, and I used to play only for mini leagues. Like I didn't know about overall rank. This was only 6-7 years ago. I've been playing FPL since 2008 or 7. And Toby, one of my best mates, was maybe 20, 30 points behind me. I just looked at his team going into game week 38 and went, I'm going to buy every player that you've got that I don't. And maybe there was one or two differential 4 million defenders that couldn't hurt me. But I took a 16-point hit on the final day of the season to mimic his team. Worked a treat. Worked a treat. Couldn't hurt me. Sometimes you got to play defensive. See, I took a minus 16 on the final day. Yeah, in terms of leaks, we are now approaching the time when well, the leaks will come in. And we do know with Man City, the likes of oh wow. Do you know what? One of the sources of leaks is Lazy FPL, who I met last weekend. Yeah, Lazy FPL, really nice guy. Who is suggesting, this is breaking news, Kyle Walker is benched for Man City. Lazy FPL have been wrong twice this season. Sorry, twice in the last 2 seasons. But they say Kyle Walker is benched. That's pretty accurate info. Yeah, that's all we got so far, team. If you got Kyle Walker, and I would be swapping for Guardiola. Italy. I don't know. It's not the best Italy team. Saka or Eze. Saka. Does Dubravka start? I think there's a good chance Dubravka maybe gets a game. We don't know if Pope comes straight in, but I expect Pope to get minutes before the end of the season. Of course, he will. Ederson starts. Yeah, I mean, we would expect that with Ederson. I don't know, Mark. I think City can get a clean sheet in one of the fixtures, can't they? But they are conceding sloppy late goals. Like the clean sheet wipeouts just do continue with Man City. It is a common theme. The game is won, and they just go and concede silly goals. Ederson is, again, according to one of the leakers, FPL Tony has tweeted an emoji of Ederson with a tick. So we got a bit of intel. We know that Walker is benched, and we know that Ederson is starting. Thank you all, by the way. Hitting that like button. Please do hit the subscribe button as well. Who do I reckon plays at right back? I think we could see Rico Lewis come in. We could see a Kanji play there. Pep gonna Pep, right? Maguire to Godfrey or Richards to Veltman? Richards to Veltman, I think. I mean, I've got Veltman. Guys, just make sure that you've got your bench boost active, will you? It'd be heartbreaking if you don't. I'm going to have a very special guest come and join me at 11 o'clock. So stay tuned at 11 o'clock. Special guest coming on board to talk to us. I am on bench boost. I have gone Veltman in if you're just joining. Yeah, check captain. Richarlison is out. Yeah. Livramento, Lewis Hall, Livramento. Guys, please do hit that subscribe button if you fancy. Click subscribe and click the notification bell as well. So when I have videos, you get notified. So even if you're currently subscribed, I think you can click the notification bell. I'm just checking my team. Like for the 11th time this morning. Hang on. 2 frees next week. Yes, it absolutely does. Will Guardiola play? Yeah, especially look, with the likes of Walker not playing, I think we can be pretty safe that Guardiola will be starting. I'd be shocked if he didn't. We also know that Ederson is starting. That's nice to know. And so far, they're the only 2 leaks we have on Man City. Don't expect leaks from anyone else today. Remember, the likes of well, Arsenal and Man United are the big ones. Saka and Bruno, I think both will be fine. They play tomorrow. They play tomorrow. I think Saka will be fine, for those asking. And I think Bruno will be fine. I'm optimistic on both those players. I really am. Your thoughts on Palmer as captain? Yeah. I like it. I do think there's 4 better options. Haaland, sorry, maybe 5. Haaland, Son, Foden, De Bruyne. 4. Maybe Isak, 5. But yeah, Palmer would be my top 6 captaincy options, I guess. It's just 2 away games. Palmer is better at home. But Chelsea are playing well, scoring goals. Branthwaite or a Brighton defender is a big dilemma for many this week. It's kind of split. It's kind of split the community. A lot will go Branthwaite, single game weaker. Don't mind that at all. Don't mind Branthwaite at all. In terms of clean sheet odds, Branthwaite is 38% likely, according to the bookies, right? Brighton defensive clean sheet odds are 8% against Newcastle and 15% against Chelsea. So you're looking at like 23% versus 38%. It's almost half. It's a big difference. But you just might get lucky on other stuff. Goals, assists, bonus points. Saka and versus Havertz is a tough one. I'm usually team Havertz for me, but for you guys, I'd probably recommend. Thank you. Looks like we've got some Foden news. I'd probably recommend just going safe with Saka. He does have the penalty appeal. Does look like Phil Foden, by the way, unsurprisingly, starts. Phil Foden and Ederson both starting according to FPL Tony. There we go. Could be a big week for Foden. I think he hasn't had huge returns of late, has he? He's had a 5 and a 0, then he had a 16. But Foden's ownership is 41%. It's high, but I don't see many captaining Foden. I do think we'll get more De Bruyne captainers for those that want an alternative at Man City to Haaland. Yeah, make sure your team's locked in, guys. This could be a week where you go, oh, you could get a site crash because there's going to be so many managers. Bruno's Havertz for free? No, keep Bruno. Keep your double game weekers. Yeah, Reece will get some minutes, but at the moment, Chalobah and Gilchrist have been the right backs in the last 2 games. I don't expect to restart till game week 38, if I'm honest. I'm just triple checking my triple checked team. Pick team. I've checked it on laptop. I've got Son vice captain. I'm sticking with Son vice captain. We'll restart over Gusto. Oh yeah, no, not this week. You won't. Yeah, Reece. Yeah, Reece ain't starting this game week 37. Not today. He might start game 2. I doubt it. I think he starts game week 38. He's been out forever, guys. Gordon differential captain. Yeah, he is. Don't mind it. There's so many good differential captains this week. There really is. Like, we are spoilt for choice. Guys, we are approaching the last 7 minutes. Do start thinking about locking in if you've not made your transfer. Also, if you're watching and you're not already subscribed, please do me a favor. I know I keep banging on about it, but I'd love you to subscribe before the end of the season. So hit that subscribe button and thank you. Thank you. What's everyone's plans for today? Okay, I'll share. I am watching. Other than watching football, what are your plans? Give me something. It can be as mundane as you like. City news so far is Ederson and Foden start, according to FPL Tony, and according to FPL newsletter, Walker is benched. What are we all doing today? Yeah, Heather, I like that. I'd do it. Buying a plant for my office. Very nice. An indoor plant. Yes. Anyone else want to share what they're up to today? I'm putting for my bench boost my better players on my bench because it's fun. So currently I'm benching Gordon, Foden, Palmer, and Edison. Because why not? God, that's sad, isn't it? It's sad, man. A walk in the sun, smoking trees, making lime pickle, barbecue. Okay, you guys have got way more exciting plans than me. Feeding foxes, night, yeah, nice. Walk in the sun. What's my best ever finish? We'll talk more about my rank history in a sec. Let's go through a few more of these. Playing cameraman for my daughter's college project. Guys, we're not going to get leaks on Saka and Bruno. We're really not. Like it's a Sunday game. Honestly, they might not even know if they're playing yet. So you're good. In terms of leagues, De Bruyne and Foden both start for Man City. De Bruyne also now confirmed starting from Lazy FPL's Professor. Oh, and Gvardiol, here we go. Gvardiol starts according to FPL Tony. So we now know from FPL Tony that Gvardiol, Foden, and Edison start. And we know from Lazy FPL that De Bruyne starts and Walker doesn't. So that Gvardiol is safe. For those wanting to buy Walker to Gvardiol, that absolutely makes sense. Oh yeah, I'm with you there, off core. The manager sacking was outrageous. Liam Rosenior sorted it out. Like he was so good. Guys, special guest coming on in 3-4 minutes to join. Stay tuned for that one. Who do you reckon's coming on? Who do you reckon I've got coming on? Wrong answers only. Who do you reckon I've got coming on to speak to us in 3 minutes on this channel? Huh? Come on, let's get some guesses. As you're doing that, feel free to hit the buttons. Yeah. Guardiola starts. So does Bruyne. So does Foden. The only one that's not that we were shocked about is we're shocked about Walker. But are we shocked? Not really. It's not a shock, is it? First in the world. Who is first in the world? I don't even know the answer to that. Lock in those teams, boys and girls. Kyle Walker is joining the channel. I'm keeping the faith with Bruno. I'm keeping the faith with Bruno. Yeah, Guardiola. Go Guardiola in. Luciano Spalletti, imagine. Guys, lock in those. Okay, deadline's up. Deadline's up. Pens down. Drake, Pep. Who is coming on? That's the deadline. That is the deadline. I wonder what my good mate has done. There we go. Bruno's on J Moore's bench. Is that on your bench boost or on your bench? Who wants to come and say hello? Just waiting. The ghost of Christmas, Johnny Bast. Stay tuned because we've got a special guest coming on board who might be coming on to say hello. Let's have a look. I'll give you a clue. He may or may not be streaming at the minute. Ah, ha ha ha, ha 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 ha, come on. Here's my boy. FPL Chai is coming in the house. Yeah, Chai, I would go so far to say, if I was to list like my best mates in the FPL community, other content creators, then FPL Chai is up there. He's actually one of only 2 other FPL content creators that's ever been to this house. In fact, FPL Chai 2 weeks ago slept down there. He slept down there in this very room, FPL Chai. So good to see Chai's team are coming over. Thanks for the Chai raid. Hey to all the Chai. What do we call the Chai raiders? Do we call them like Chai Lights or do we call them like Chai Ultras? Chai Squad. Guys, thank you for joining. Chai's going to come and have a little chat. So that'd be nice. Thank you to all of you coming on board. Guys, when you're here, if you fancy hitting that subscribe button, that'd be amazing. Like, I don't know if you already subscribed to me. I think Chai and I have quite a similar audience, but please do like, but also mainly hit the subscribe button, will you? If you're new around here, that'd be amazing. So where is my boy? He's keeping me waiting, isn't he? I want to know what moves he's made. At the moment, you're just going to have to make do with Pirlo. It's just me and Pirlo. But Chai will be in the house very soon. Hang on. There we go. Yes, Waterford Blast. Yes, I like that. Has Chai got loads of you Irish that watch Chai? Not too many. Here he is.
Hello.
Yes, mate. How are you?
We are back.
How
are we?
I was just telling the Chai Raiders that you slept in just there.
yeah. Great. Shame I was a small bit sick. I'm feeling better today. But you know what? I woke up this morning, Johnny, and it was 9:28. I'm not gonna lie. I almost missed my stream. I was having some mad dream. It was actually mental.
Oh man!
Yeah,
so what did you have you been under the weather still? Then you've just not been able to shake it. I've been fine.
It's just a cold though. Like I don't know what it is, man.
Yeah. Oh man, that sucks. Talk to me about FPL then, dude. What did you do?
Man, I took a -8. Romero in for Gusto.
Yeah.
Burn in for Zabania.
Like that.
And Petro in for Flecken.
Who in for Flecken?
Petrovic.
Oh. I was thinking João Pedro. What?
No. What did you do?
There we go. Okay. Yeah, man, they're all good moves, aren't they? They're all good moves. That's solid moves. And captaincy, you went Haaland. You didn't
You
go.
know what? I was very, very close to going Son, but I didn't.
Oh, I knew you went Haaland because if you had gone Son captain, the first thing you'd have said to me when I said, "What transfers did you make?" You would have gone, "Forget the transfers. I just captained Son."
Literally. Exactly.
Nice. Oh man, that's exciting though. Were you really that close to going Son?
Yeah, I was 5 minutes before the stream ended. But what made it change? Like, we are playing City, but I want City to beat us. Like, so you know what I mean?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's like I'd rather be back in Haaland actually.
Yeah,
You know
okay. Also, that Haaland fixture against Fulham, like Dean's a Fulham season ticket holder. He's not even going to the game today. He was like, "It's going to be a mauling."
Yeah.
So yeah. Neil Robertson's in the chat. Perma cold because he eats his black coffee until 3 p.m. He doesn't. Yeah, I mean,
he knows it fast. He knows.
I was surprised you. I mean, when I saw you last weekend, we had a couple of good meals, and you didn't eat much in terms of portions.
You know what, Johnny? Ask any of my friends. I am a massive eater. It's only because I was sick.
Yeah, fair.
I eat like crazy, man. It's actually ridiculous. Maybe
Which
next
is weird
time. Maybe
because
in 2 weeks.
You don't have the body of someone that eats bad or too much. Like you're pretty hench, but also lightweight with it. You're like what, 80 kilograms, 75, 80 kilograms?
Yeah, 75, 76 right now.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, I need to start. I'm actually eating more now because I'm bulking. But we won't get into that.
Okay, yeah. Oh, mate, when you get to my age, it's all just about the dad bod.
Yeah.
You just go dad bod.
Fair.
Gianni, he eats super quick as well. Does he eat super quick? Georgie Gorev says how quick. Is he one of your mates? Because I did also notice how quick you eat.
He's my mod.
Okay. I'm loving this, man. Loads of Chai Raiders. I'm guessing a load of the Chai Raiders choose you over me. That's cool for deadline streams. Brilliant. But I hope they're subscribed to my channel too. If you're not already, because I do think we've got quite a few sort of fellow subscribers. If you're not already, make sure you're hitting those buttons. Click subscribe, guys. Thank you for supporting the show.
So what is your bench? So my bench this week is Reguilon. I have Petrovic on the bench. I have Adingra, who could work out. Very exciting. And I have Dan Burn.
I had a rubbish bench with bench boosters, but at 10:57, I went, I'm going to do some housery. So I changed my bench to like Cole Palmer, Anthony Gordon. I just put Edison. Like I put good players on the bench, so I can be like,
you're one of them rats.
A massive success. I know. I was like, oh, Gianni, that you're far too sad here. Like, grow up. But yeah, I did it. I did it. What are your plans this week, man? Last week of the season.
Yeah, I'll watch Tottenham today. I think I'll watch City, the early kickoff as well. Go to the gym at some point today. Probably meet up with my cousin, I would say.
Nice. And last week, in terms of content, like you'll be doing a live. I'm not doing a stream next Sunday, so I'll make sure I tweet and say for anyone wanting to watch you. Are you streaming next Sunday for the deadline?
Yeah, should be. What day is the match, Johnny? What date?
As in game week 39? It's not next weekend. It's the weekend after.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
I'll be streaming.
So no, we've got 2 weeks. Yeah, man, you're so welcome to come back to mine. Well, yeah, let's WhatsApp about that.
Yeah, for sure.
No, so next weekend deadline is Sunday, and we got 10 games kicking off. I think they're all 3 p.m.s next Sunday. So I guess you'll be the deadline. Let's have a look. What time are the games? The games are at 4. So the deadline, FPL deadline, will be 2:30. So I guess you'll do a stream from like 1 or 1:30.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, see, I'm on Sky Sports News, I think at 1:30 till 2.
David was asking about my gym bench, not my FPL bench.
Oh my god, hilarious.
So I weigh 75. My gym bench is 97.5. Not at 100 yet, but we're getting there.
Oh, good stuff. And any other videos or anything this week? No, just be a deadline stream for you.
No, I haven't. I haven't committed, to be honest.
Yeah. Wait till pre-season, mate, then go big.
Exactly, yeah. That's what I mean. There's no point kind of starting it now.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to do a team selection vid. I'm going to do a couple of members-only videos. And then, this is probably my last live stream, which is...
sad.
Yeah, I might do like a Friday or Saturday Q&A. I don't know if I have time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all from me. Man, I'm going to let you go. You've been unwell. I appreciate the raid, as always. Let's make sure we do way more of this next season. Like
Absolutely.
the chats. I was just saying before you came on, I was like, you're pretty much my best FPL mate.
Yeah, we should do a show or something like.
Well, yeah, you're going to... Yeah, you've got some conversations to have with those more senior than me to see if that's something that can work. Or maybe another channel.
Yeah, or maybe another channel.
All right, yeah, man, I'd welcome that. Guys, let us know in the comments
if you'd like
to see me and Chai together next season for anything. But yeah, for now, I'll let Chai go. Thanks for watching, team. And I will see you all probably Friday or Saturday, but definitely before that preloaded team selection video will be out in the middle of next week. I'm going to go Salah game week 38, but I'll leave you on that cliffhanger. See you, team. Bye-bye.